I do think I agree with you on the ethical framework being the foundation to it all. And I do think you get there by actually talking to your kids. When I grew up, parents' involvement and stuff would mostly, they would tell you no when you were doing something wrong, but they wouldn't explain even why it was wrong. And a lot of times it was not really wrong. It was just something they didn't want you to do because it's inconvenient for them, which would be fine if they explained that. You can understand that instead. So you grow up with this idea that there's arbitrary right and wrong, that there is no real underpinnings to it. And I think that that's the core problems we see reflected in our societal dysfunction today. I think result from that. I think it result from that lack of ethics, that lack of core foundation. So I totally agree with that. I completely agree. And I think the way you get there is exactly what you said. You just talk about it. When you look for instances when something happens, or when you tell someone not to do something, or when you see something happening, discussing why it's good and why it's bad. I think it's actually fairly simple, but you kind of have to talk to your kids almost like they're adults rather than talk to them like they're children.
Yeah, reason things out. And if you do that, it naturally leads into an education in economics where they'll know just from those conversations using reason more than 99.9% of all the people out there, and politics, despicable but important. They'll know a lot more about that. And, it's a foundation for everything.